Hi, and thanks for joining us for our next episode of Drink This. Today we have Brigitte Lenis joining us.
Welcome. Thank you.
Our first lady guest, as well as our first attempt at trying out some white wines. So thank you, Brigitte.
Thrilled to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for the white wine.
No, we have to expand. The whole point behind this is to expand our palates.
Try new things.
So
by the end of the show, we'll be huge white wine fans.
I like it.
You'll convert us.
That's what I'm here for.
So we're trying these Chablises.
Chablis,
Sorry, what?
yeah?
What?
It's a Chablis?
A Chablis?
A Chablis.
No?
Oh,
Chablis.
so Ron, you invited a smarty pants.
Yes, she likes Chablis.
Okay,
You guys have had red wines on all your shows.
so far.
And personally, my favorite types of white wines are Chablis. Reason why is that they're a smoother, crispier, lighter white wine of the Chardonnay variety. Much less of that oaky, buttery that you'll get in all other Chardonnays.
Right.
And yeah.
I mean, the French are really huge on terroirs and the regions that the wines come from, and really the terroir, so where the grapes are actually grown, there's a lot of limestone, so you get a lot of mineral.
Exactly, yeah.
So
this is a appellation d'origine contrôlée, an AOC, which means that the wine from that region, a Chablis, can't be called a Chablis unless if it's from that region.
well, shall we try?
Gladly.
Which one are we starting with? Let's
Well, I
describe
think we
the
should-
bottle and the maker, and
Yeah, so tell us about this.
we know where it's from, right?
Which is a William Fèvre from 2018. It's a Chablis, appellation Chablis contrôlée, and as Bruce was saying, there are different categories of the same Chablis. This being
Four levels typically.
what are they?
Grand Cru is the best, then Premier Cru,
Okay,
Chablis, and Petit Chablis.
and Petit Chablis, right?
And I know Ron loves to say that's a lot of talking with not much drinking.
So let's
drink
Let's
this.
drink this.
There we go. So how much is this this wine that we're going to be drinking?
So this one was $28.
No.
What do you think then?
It's nice. It's different. Exactly. It is definitely not sweet. It's got a bit of a very acidic.
But definitely not sweet, which is
Definitely
what
not
I
sweet.
like in wines.
Yeah, a little bit like a champagne without the bubbles.
Yeah.
Well, Chablis is close to the Champagne region.
Right.
With Chablis, they always use, for the aromatic, they say it's flinty. And I sort of get a bit of that.
I didn't know what that meant, the word flinty.
Well, flint is basically a stony.
Like
Like,
stone.
Okay.
yeah, like, well, probably guys more apt to actually tasting stones when they were kids. Maybe girls didn't do that as much. So if they say it tastes like wet stones, we would know what
You would know
is.
what that means.
I'm getting some grapefruit for sure.
Lychee, maybe?
I can't say my palate is distinguished enough to determine between the grapefruit and the lychee, as opposed to just deliciousness.
A bit of lychee.
Deliciousness.
Delicious.
I don't know what it tastes like,
Deliciousness.
but I like it.
I like it.
But I don't get any mineral
It's all grapefruit.
flavor to it. Yeah, I feel
Interesting.
a lot of grapefruit. Definitely citrusy.
It's,
I
But
get
see, that's the
no,
thing, is that compared to like an Oyster Bay or one of those wines, which I think is a Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, from New Zealand. No, it's a Chardonnay from
Is it
New
a
Zealand.
Chardonnay?
Yeah.
Those have a lot, like I find you taste that and right away you're like, bam, with the citrus and the grapefruit, the lemon,
Yeah.
those tastes. Whereas this, I find, has more of a gunpowdery taste to it.
All right, on to wine number 2.
Yep. How about we
And,
spin it around?
Well, first I'm going to have her pronounce it because her pronunciation is way better than mine.
Château de Maligny.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Vigne de la Reine, the Queen's Vines. Oops, sorry about that.
Thank you.
It's
I was like, that was close.
a drop went in, but
No class.
no, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
Lighter.
It is lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I noticed.
It looks
So,
a little rich.
Just off the bat, I smell a lot less citrus to the nose on this one than the previous.
I taste a bit more that it's rounder. A bit less acidic than the first one.
It's also not very powerful from aromatic. There's not a lot of nose.
There's not a lot of nose, and there's not a lot of flavor to it either.
Getting a particular flavor in there. I'm trying to narrow down what it is. I think I got it. One more try. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Lemon drop. You get a touch of that?
Where did you read that from?
I smelled it in the wine. Lemon drop.
I get not necessarily lemon drop, but a very distinct lemony flavor.
What is a lemon drop?
Candy.
I can see this bringing the flavor out in a white sauce.
Yeah, definitely.
Really cutting
Definitely.
the acidity will blend well with a white sauce, a fish, or chicken. Wrap it up. Here we go. Yeehaw. Would anyone like to try that wine?
Ron, why don't you lead us into
Yes, so why
wine number
don't we?
3?
So the winning wine will be from the winery called La Chablisienne. Also, this is a 2017 Chablis called La Sereine, which means serenity. So it must be good. This is $22.45 at our local wine store. So we'll try it out.
Oh, we didn't mention prices on this one. The one I brought, the Château de Maligny, was $25. And yours was $20.
And this one was $29.
Ron, was that yours again?
$22.45.
Well, even for me, who drinks white wine all the time, still to be able to try, 3 different Chablis in a row is a great.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is a great thing, because then I can decide which one I want to buy regularly, which one I want to have as my go-to wine.
We typically drink, if we're going to have a white, it's typically a Sauvignon Blanc.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to try Chablis and just to see what the differences are.
Yeah.
I like it. In general, all 3 wines I find pretty nice.
Yeah, perhaps because it's more acidic, more of that gunpowder that I was looking for, that minerally.
You find as we mentioned earlier, the flinty bit. You're getting at that flinty minerality.
A little more floral as well.
I just find that, and this is something that I got from my father, and it's in Latin, so I'm not trying to be fancy, but he always said that
No fancy pants at the table.
Hold on, I'm going to say it. I gusti non discutandem, which means something along the lines of you can't discuss tastes. So you might like that floral, you might like that little fruits, you might like, and it doesn't matter what is actually in the wine. Mm-hmm. It's just what you like, and you could say it's this, you could say it's that. It doesn't matter. It's what you like.
So how about these 3 wines? Are we leaning a certain direction? I think I'm leaning that way.
Yeah,
as well.
I'd say this way.
And I was the least expensive of the 3 bottles.
Yeah.
Right, but within the price range.
But you might be going to a friend's house and want to bring a bottle of white, but if you drink red, you're not sure what to bring. So at least we can give you the name of a bottle that we know is pretty good. And you can bring that without being worried that it's going to be a stinker.
As a non-white wine drinker,
yes,
do you enjoy it?
I enjoy these.
Not so much.
I'm enjoying it more because I think I'm starting to appreciate. I wouldn't necessarily. I used to pick up a bottle of red and drink it in the summer, but this is the time to have a nice colder white wine, something that you're going to enjoy. The citrus flavors. It's much more summery, and that's what I'm starting to appreciate. So the whole point
we can enjoy it, but not prefer it over a red.
That's true.
Right.
But if you had to, what I would say is that if you had to bring a bottle of white wine, you're going to a dinner party, you had to bring a bottle of white wine, then would one of these or a Chablis be something that you would bring?
I would, yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
Yeah,
I don't think that there's anything bad with any of the wines we've tasted. I don't think there's been a standout, nor has there been a dog.
I think that's because all Chablis are excellent.
Of course. So, but yeah, Bruce, yours, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, I didn't make it.
Well, the one
I
you
won't
brought.
take it too personally.
The one you brought is just a little more simple. And
I just looked for a bottle that said Chablis on it.
Same here. And they
Say
were-
it right.
What? So my preferred wine is the one Ron bought. I like the aromatics a little better, the taste, and if I'm gonna save a couple dollars, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, and I'm a toss-up. I think that to start, I would go with the William Fèvre, and
You can't pick
with
two.
Neil.
You can't pick 2.
I can pick 3 if I
Pick
want.
one. You gotta pick one.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick mine because it is cheaper. The price is the kicker.
So Ron picked that one. I picked that one. Really doesn't matter what you say.
What I think is the most important for these red wine drinkers is that they liked all three.
Yeah, you're trying to convert us, right?
Yeah, and that to me is the main take-home message of all this. Chablis, as being a type of wine, is the winner because you.
So
like them
you're
all.
the winner because you introduced us to Chablis.
Ah,
Thank you.
Ding.
bing, put a
Cheers to that.
bow
Cheers.
on it. That's a nice sound too. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys.
Once you pick your winner.
So thanks. See you next week and drink
Drink
this.
this.
Drink this.
I missed something. Hi.
Hi! You know what, maybe I'll cut things now, and that way I can have different segment for each wine, and it'll be sort of easier to knock it together.
So here, I will pour. No, let's
Not
do
yet.
yours.
I'm never coming back again.
Don't cry. Just don't cry on camera.
Until your dad sees that. I can't believe
Yeah, he'll be like, what did you say? Coming back for champagne, how about that? Esters and aldehydes, if you'd like to be scientific about it. What about legs?
That's from the alcohol. You don't believe me? Oh my god.
Wine legs.
Oh my god.
I know because the glass can be cleaner or not.
Yeah, put that in a dirty glass.
Wine
Ron
legs.
only serves dirty glasses.
White wine.
It's his
Yeah.
style.
What do wine legs really mean?
Get ready for a booyah.
They're not. It's actually scientific.
Look it up.
What do wine legs indicate? Despite what you've heard, wine legs or tears are not an indication of quality of wine. It's actually a scientific phenomenon that can tell you key information about the alcohol level of wine.
Booyah!